real quick. Shotgun, not really worth my time. I can fire a shot up there for fun. Oh, quit that. Oh, fair heads up. I am sore as shit and in a ridiculously crappy mood. Well, we'll see how this goes. Oh, I got that door halfway installed over here, so lighting is a lot better in here. Sound dampening is a little better. Dylan. So if my son couldn't hear me, so that means that sound dampening is true, because that would have been him. And I don't see any good sponsor really. Maybe one they are. Maybe one that I want possibly. Overall garbage. Fucking HP is horrible. I'd almost rather him kill me just so I don't get an extra load screen, but just when you want him to kill you, it takes too long. When you don't, they're all over your dick. Fill up my vape, it may even be cracked because I dropped it on the floor. It's just one of these fucking days. Where are my pliers? God knows. Anywhere. SMG and handguns, useless spawn, big shocker. I'll go ahead and change my vape out real quick while I'm thinking of it. Get that out of the way. God knows, we're probably gonna have to fucking go in and out plenty of times before we get to set up one anyways. Womp womp womp. Alright, I do hear my AR. So, at least one spawn has it. So, as long as these two have it, that will be good. Alright. So either this one has to have my AR, or oh, there is an AR up there. That would be fantastic. What the hell? Where's the other guy? I've always... okay, same now. Some more. I'm pretty sure that was... yeah, that's a piece of shit. Alright, so we'll start to check the forest and hope that one has my spawn. But so far, at least we have one. We just gotta fucking get a link. I'm not farming one spawn. Oh, last chance will be this one. SMG, sniper, and Gatling's junk. Son of a bitch. From this useless piece of shit. I was actually gonna go over here and hit him one more time, but I honestly would rather die just so I get a quicker spawn. I don't have to worry about cutscenes. So go ahead, guys. Hurry up. There we go. Now I get one cutscene, well, one loading screen instead of two. Set her up and knock it down. Alright, what we got up top? We got handgun, handgun, shotgun. Gotta be kidding me. My goodness. Alright, let's go check the other spawns. SMG, AR. That's a light machine gun AR, so that's garbage. SMG and Gatling, that's useless. And for the fuck of it, we'll come down here, but honestly, you're not gonna do it whenever you have that many fuck ups. You would have to have two of the gun that you want. For me, I'm looking for a good version of that burst AR. Let's see how that hits. Goodbye. Fucking murder. Alright, hopefully these guys can take me out real quick. Should. Oh fuck, I didn't push start and relock fast enough. Notice how they want to fucking heal now. Any other time, they don't want to heal. God forbid I want to save some time on some cutscenes. This is fucking pathetic. Alright, we'll just fucking go do the double cutscene. Double load screen, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Kind of raised our TV up a bit, got some new lights up, a new door that's not finished, and honestly I hate what they did with it. It's just not soundproof enough. I wanted a real soundproof door instead of putting like that green glue and some kind of I would say like a spray-in insulation or something in between. They kind of did like a solid wood door, and then they put styrofoam in between. Not even green glue with the styrofoam. And then just slapped a panel on the back. It's like, oh my god. It's not really sealed. The bottom has a gap, obviously, like a lot of doors, which isn't a huge deal, except for it's not even like sealed because it's a double door. They didn't really seal the middle yet. Hopefully get that with a decent amount of soundproofing, we'll see. I just honestly do not even care about you guys all that much. You want me to kill you, piece of shit, for what? You're not gonna drop me shit that I want. Goodbye. We got Gatling and shotgun and blah and blah and blah, blah, blah. Just shit drops right now. So, reload 50 or 60 more times and maybe we'll get what we want. I'm really not in the mood to waste my time. So, I do not see... That's a light machine gun up there, it looks like. Light machine guns are pretty much the easiest ones to pick out of the ARs because they have that bulky ammo pack underneath of the gun. And then you got the two different types of automatics, and then 3-round burst is barely distinguishable because it's a solid gray gun with a scope on top, which is the gun I want to farm up because it's a really good gun for farming, and it's a solid all-around gun. It's never going to put out the burst damage that a sub or a lot of the other guns do, but it's got a whole lot of ammo. 9,000 ammo because it's a 3-round burst. You're not going to go through the ammo fast at all, and it's still going to hit pretty hard considering I'm not planning on doing a crit build. If I was planning on doing an endgame crit build, which I'm not outside of farming, sure. But typically I'm going to run either an intelligence or a vit build or some kind of hybrid of the two. Those are my babies. They're probably my favorite builds. There's an AR mixed in there. I would honestly like him to res until I see which AR is there. So I'm gonna go up here, check out what's up there real quick. We got a sniper and a shotgun, useless. Alright. And down here you got a whole lot of garbage. We need to get the AR guy up and shooting at me. No, that's the automatic. Alright, so we can kill him. Alright. So, head on down here. I highly doubt this is going to be a good group, but it's just a matter of luck. I mean, you can come in here and get what you're looking for the first try. You could try 50,000 times. Hurry up. Come on. Ah, the girl. Alright. Quickly spawn back at the start before Azumia reses me. Rinse and repeat. The art of grinding. There's an AR up there, at least one. AR launcher, sniper, and I can't really see what else, but okay. At least you got a shot. And I'll go check the other ones. Hopefully it'd be that spawn down there in the woods. They would have an AR, but might as well check these out while we're here. Shotgun, handgun, and I believe there's one more with them, but maybe not. Nope, just shotgun, handgun. Completely fucking useless. SMG and AR. That AR is, I believe, the automatic. I kind of want to see it now because it's bothering me. The automatic's white with like a top, but the one we want is gray, but it has a scope on the top, so it's kind of like, yeah, it's automatic. It's kind of similar at range, but once you can distinguish that little kind of, there's like a bar that runs up the automatic that's a different color, so it kind of looks like a scope at certain ranges. Alright, important spawn to even know if we're going to check this out is this one. This one has my burst rifle. We can hope that the top one does. If not, shit out of luck. So I see handgun, I see handgun, I see Gatling, and that is all I see. Junk. Just blow him the fuck up and get the hell out of there. Go ahead and kill me. Hurry up. I'm sitting still. Are you serious? I swear the mobs just do not want to kill you unless it's not convenient for you. Really? You cocksucker, huh? Just one of those nights. I had a rough, long day, sore shit, and now this is gonna drive me nuts as well. I mean, honestly, that burst rifle is the main gun I'm really looking to farm up, and then I want to start working on trophies and maybe do some leaderboard hunting for a while. And then, I mean, if another gun piques my interest, not perks, yeah, I'd come back and farm, but right now that's one of the main ones I want to try besides the ones I already have. I have a rank 7 sword I could do up. I've got my sub I could obviously do up. I've got shotgun, sniper, I have everything. Except for the burst, it's got to waste its slots every single time I've gotten it to drop. And I'd really like to have one that's decent. Just once. Just to make it worth testing out. It's never going to be the most damaging gun in my opinion, but it will be a solid everyday gun. Handgun and shotgun, fucking useless. That is this run in a nutshell. Useless, useless, on top of a little more useless, sprinkled with some useless. I just don't trust you idiots to kill me, so I'm just gonna run over there. If you happen to kill me, great. Saves me a fucking loading screen. And yet I have the run bug, so I can't even sprint. So now it'll start sprinting. Run. Fucking predictable bugs. Looking at these doors, like, they even fucked up the handles. Like, the handles are on crooked and shit. It's like, oh my god, dude. I mean, the ones in here, I'm typically the only one that's gonna see them, but it's still like, can't even put handles on straight. Come on, man. I was so excited about this door. I spent like $300 today. All the materials for it. Try to get some dampening in here. I'm not a rich dude, so $300 to me is a pretty good amount of money. I don't know. Hopefully I'll be able to rig something up off of it, though. It's fucking garbage. The spawns everywhere. Garbage there. And I'm sure it's garbage down here, too. Fucking rank 7 legendary Gatling gun. Yeah, that's what I fucking need. Appreciate it, game. Well, let's check out these fucking spawns. There was an AR up here, and it did look a little great from range, so it's worth checking out. Yep, so there's my AR on one side. It looked like there's an AR on the bottom. I did not see the color of the gun. I doubt it's mine, but whatever. Alright, Lupus 3. Shitty version. So, hopefully we'll just go on down here. This AR will be our type, because this is a fun route to do. And of course it is not, so where can I go? Damn it. Oh, that's your fucking gloves. Maybe I can get it. No. Womp womp womp. Sad thing is that there's a pretty decent spawn up there, and I actually get a good amount of drops up there when I farm that side. I was honestly just trying to see what they drop. No, I don't want you to revive me. I think our guy would have dropped a green. If I can let him res me, run over there and check, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be able to help myself. Only perk about this door right now is I can have the light on without bothering anybody really. Maybe a bit of light comes through, but fuck them. Just that about that anyways. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. Hang on, piece of shit. And AR sniper, which AR is that? That is my AR. But honestly, without a link right there on this side, there's no real reason to even farm that. So, shoot out a look again. Whoop, whoop. I just don't feel like killing you. You're not worth my time. Shotgun, handgun, garbage.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
I decided to make a new character and run through the story again for the other achievement for the other side of the ending.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you got the 2 alternate endings and then the perfect ending and all the little options that open up in NG Plus. I mean, it's a good amount of content out right now, but honestly, that I need that BOB tournament to drop soon. Because that's kind of a key, I would say. Shotgun, launcher, and launcher. Yet another piece of shit spawn. Come on up here. Honestly, if this one's bad, I should just leave because you're not going to have a link anywhere else. You got Gatling and launcher. It's garbage. Got a sniper. Garbage. Let's just go ahead and leave so I don't have to run through this forest, run all the way back around. You know it's not linking to anything. It's really not worth checking out that last spawn.
But on my first character I don't grind the thing you told me to and I got up to like 120.
You see, didn't grind any kind of levels and you got up to 120 just doing the regular story? Nah. I find that hard to believe.
No, I meant I did grind, my bad.
Oh, okay. SMG, shotgun, that's all I see. So typically if this one up this hill is bad, it's a complete waste of my time. So let's just fly on up there, have a look. I got Gatling, launcher, and sniper. Handgun. Go ahead, take me out. You saved me time. Thank you. Alright. Jump on back. I mean, we've made good progress. Making up that assault rifle's pretty sick. It's a good little gun. Solid as fuck. But I haven't got a lot of guns that we could. God, that yeah, it's a light machine gun. So that spawn's trash. Damn it. Alright, so check this one. If this one's bad, we can just get the fuck out. Which I'm not gonna shoot them out the bat again. I'd rather just walk up in their face and let them plow me. Because if they aren't what I want, who gives a crap? Shotgun, launcher, and sniper, they're useless, so. Aw. Just good. Shoot that for fun. That thing has like no tracking. If you shoot that one, the vortex, it tracks. It's gonna hit your target typically. Alright, let's go out of here. was kind of hoping that the patch would already be out, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't know exactly when Japan's released the game, but I know they already have, what, 2 patches ahead of us? It's like, come on now, just release. Like, I know how SAO is with their content. It's really good and in-depth and adds hundreds of hours. But I mean, it's really hard to come back to a game, so you can't, like... There's only so long that people are going to sit here and grind weapons, and you can't really PvP for shit in this game. At least not ranked. You can do unranked. But I don't know how much fun that is when you're not getting any rewards at all, really. So really your only choice is what? Leaderboard hunt, I guess? And alright, that spawn was trash, so we only really need to check this spawn. We got a launcher, SMG, so garbage. Go ahead and chuck a launcher up this way for fun, and hopefully his vortex can take me out. Nope, doesn't have enough steam in it. Shoot me, attaboy. Just get this shit going. I mean, it is worth it to sit here and set it up right, simply because I do spend a good amount of time farming. You give me one good farm spot, what I walk out with last time, 90 legendaries. I think it was 9 or 10 weapons. So I do get my grind on. We got a ridiculous amount of fucking bounty as well. Alright, that was a garbage spawn, so once again, oh, there is an AR here. Let's see if it's the correct one. What's up, AR? It is. Alright, so at least got one decent spawn.
I just want to finish the story on this character to go grind laugh.
Yeah, that's what I do, is plow through the story, and I kind of wish I just took my damn time. I was almost doing it fast just to, in case BOB tournament came out, I wanted to get my weapons situated, but I'm sitting here right now and I'm like, yes, I really need some of the guns that I want with the perfect mod chips, but if I get that done, it's just leaderboard hunting. Come on, really? Like, they will not give me a good spawn rotation. There's nothing on this map. One fucking gun. Just trash. All trash all day. To be fair, last time it took me, what, like 45 minutes to an hour to get a good spawn, so I guess I should expect it, but I'll bitch and moan anyways. I don't give a shit. Tempted to go back to the fucking caves in the starter area and just fucking search for a 2 spawn. It'll be shit bounty. Man, it's a little hard to reset those spawns. It's kind of stupid. And it's boring. These guys can actually hit you pretty hard. If you are fucking around, bang. But if you are on target and you're hitting your vortex blast, good rhythm, you're gonna one-shot everything, you're gonna get ridiculous amount of drops. And you're gonna love life, son. Just a 2 spawn of shit. Just fucking crazy. You got an SMG, Gatling, sniper, and all fucking garbage. There's an AR up there. That looks like the white Yeah, it's the white automatic. That's garbage. Not worth checking the last spawn, because the odds of it being 2 birthday hearts are 1 in 1,000 at least. With all the guns. Not likely. Hey, quit yawning. I got no fucking sleep yesterday. 2 hours before they woke me up to fuck with the store. And then it turns out like this. You're fucking kidding me. I just want to fucking scream at him. Handgun, Gatling, handgun, piece of shit. AR, there's a white and a light machine gun. Piece of shit. And go ahead. Ain't gonna matter. I don't want to farm you.
Where is Fuka?
I put Fuka away because, what was I doing? I was doing something. Plus, technically, if you're gonna get your affection up, she's not part of the main cast. So I kind of took some of the main cast. Izuki there gives a separate trophy just for getting him up. So does Kira, whatever the fuck that garbage bitch is. So for right now, I figured I'd take them out. I couldn't tell. That looked white to me, but I didn't really get a great look at it. There is an AR there. I love Fuka. That's a great little name. And I love her gravitas shot, but I mean, when wow, like these spawns are just pathetic. Alright, hit me in the back while I'm shooting this shot, so that way you can take me out. And what is that? Yeah, it's light machine gun. Just absolute garbage everywhere. And the fact that they couldn't kill me in the back is absurd. Let's walk on down here. Really, assholes? I swear. Just useless. There's 4 of you. Now I was in this one. So I have to step out. Let's go. Like 2 more bullets. Oh my god. Whatever. I'm running to the fucking entrance.
When I get done with the story, the cave for the rest of the night, LOL.
This one or starter cave? That is my gun up there too. That's some garbage. Like I just can't seem to get a 2 spawn right now, and it's driving me nuts a little bit. Alright. Let's go and respawn them. Because technically, I believe this is called the cave as well. I like the opening cave in a way because it's just relaxing. I did spend a good amount of time farming there.
Starter the progress to this one.
You know, it's a good hop step, you know, to work your way up to this. And this one's a lot more dangerous. Not as dangerous if you're running a rocket launcher with vortexes. I don't typically shoot the actual rockets themselves. I'll throw the weapon art for fun, because the rocket is like built up to max, so it's pretty sick. But I keep thinking about this fucking door. I'm trying to think of a way to soundproof it off the top of my head. I mean, I could get those little, like, almost like blackish, rubberish strips or something to put around the edges on this side. So when I close it, because it opens in towards me, so when I close it, I could put like strips on the outside, maybe. I don't know. I gotta figure something out. Yeah, I know, but you're useless. There's no point in me worrying about it. They will give me a good group someday. I promise. My YouTube videos bugged out, I noticed. Like, a whole bunch of them just got rewound. Like, I just lost, like, thousands of views, it looked like. And some comments and some... I don't know what the hell happened. As long as people can see them, not all that concerned. I don't know where they're at on the trending anymore. They're not first and second anymore. They're, like, buried a bit. Yeah. On the bright side, the new one's still up in the, what, 4th place, it looks like. I mean, it should be in 1st. It's just, I don't know what's going up with the views. I mean, the views to me, it says 1,830 again. So it's back up there. It would be in 1st. I don't know if it's because I haven't closed out the game today, so it hasn't refreshed on trending, or what the hell's going on, but it's been, like, jumping all over the place. I don't know if somebody's fucking with my views, or... That actually kind of looked like my gun over there. Unless my eyes are deceiving me. That's another thing, my TV's at a different level now. I kind of like... move some shit around a bit. I'm kind of looking up a little bit. Alright, so, I mean, we have some up top. Sucks that that one's kind of shitty, but that's alright. It's gonna come down to the forest spawn, which is a really good route. If I can link the forest spawn with that route, I love that route. So hopefully down here will be a little fuckers. Alright, let's have some fun with them. I'm gonna jump right up on top of them. Oh, that was hilarious. Oh, yeah. There you go, catch. Oh, I missed. Ding. But I'm just sticking around a lot. Alright. I'm just gonna creep up here. That way we can get an accurate shot off. Boom! There's an AR up there. Hoping that it's him. I'm gonna creep up. I'm not gonna worry about taking damage as much. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It looks dark. Yes! Ah, so that top one is good. I can finally settle down and have a good grind session. There was an AR up there. It looked like it might have been my gun. So I am crossing my fucking fingers so that way I can settle in. Love to know why I've not got thrown a heal. Of course, when you want to heal, you don't get a heal. So I'm gonna have to run up on these guys. I have no health, but it is what it is. Yep, I heard it. Sweet. So we do have our setup. It would be great if my bitches would come on over here and throw me a little heal, though. So, got our line. I'm going to put them back in healing. They can play with the scorpions while I clean out my inventory a little bit. Because I don't know how much garbage I've picked up since I've been dicking around. And then we are good to go. Put some work in. Settle in. I can get this gun in a version that I like, I honestly might go piss off that guy that spent like God knows how many hours farming up money. I might go just to piss him off, dedicate one of my days with my weapons, grinding money, and just catch him in a day. I know he has a ridiculous amount of money, but last time I did that and I caught him in a day, like just easy. It wasn't even a full day for me. And I just burned him up. And he got like really freaked out, and he spent like, God, 32 hours out of 40 just grinding non-stop to take first back for money. So I could honestly piss him off, but that's kind of being presumptuous because I actually have to get the weapon. And with how picky I am, we will have a great amount of inventory space. As you see, I've cleared it out pretty good. So I'm going to be able to farm for as long as I want to. I'm not really worried about a lot of these buffs at the moment. Physical attack, you're going to hold on to, but we're good. I love trolling kids like that. Like, he's so worried about being #1 in money that he spent that long. And I caught him in, I probably spent 6 hours. Because he's like, yeah, he hasn't done shit. Like, if all you do is farm money and you have shitty guns, you're taking a shit ton of time to farm that money up. Well, I can go and kill these bosses in 30 seconds to a minute. Plus, I'm sure he's not running a build similar to mine because, you know, I can go kill the boss in the tower and get 14 high-quality emeralds with my luck build. That's a whole lot of fucking money. And that's one kill. Plus, I'd be farming up that silent sniper rifle. So it's not like a complete waste of time. You're actually getting something semi-useful. Alright, now my only issue is that I believe I may have some drops across the map here that I decided to leave down. There's one. There's one. Those actually fuck up your
I need
rate.
that build. emoji happy tears.
I mean, this build right here is not for boss grind, and this is just for this. It's a slim down build. It's just enough to equip these rocket launcher skills, so I can equip all 3, rank 1, 2, and 3, so I can one-shot these groups. And then single wield my weapon, because honestly I don't need a double wield because I'm not going to really use my weapon much. After that, it's all bit. I mean, it's just a pure cut the meat off grind build, so that way I can't quite get one-shotted here, so I can just relax and chuck rockets. Well, I'm not technically using any ammo, so I'm not chucking rockets. I'm chucking vortexes.
The one you were just talking about.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Yeah, I mean,
For 30 sec to a min.
Yeah, I mean, typically, I can get them both with 2 different builds. I can get under 30 seconds on those, like, co-op bosses and shit. My intelligence build is fantastic because I'm doubling everybody else's damage and I'm only losing about 10% of my damage. So that's always nice. And I'm doubling my damage. But if I have somebody that's actually using armor break, or my NPC is actually doing armor break, because you know how they are, they're fucking schizophrenic. Like, sometimes they'll do armor break in electromagnetic stunner, sometimes they won't, because electromagnetic stunner is a fucking huge key for grinding bosses, because you put them down one time, you're taking out at least a bar of their health. if you're soloing. If you're with people, that boss is dead. That's why you see like these 8-second times and shit. The boss is starting, everybody's chucking electro stunner at him, putting him down and killing him immediately. Those fucking drops over there are fucking up my drop. I would already be getting a green every single time up here. This spawn right here drops me a green almost every single time if I don't have a fucked up drop rate. And we're gonna walk up here. Yeah, there's no green. You know, it's thick. There it is. I'm getting text like crazy. Gotta respond to these texts real quick. Break hinges. Use key. They're sitting here talking to me about that door. Okay, something to think about. If we have to put screws in on your side to hold the trim on the outside, you will see screws. I don't fucking care. I'm obviously not saying fucking what it looks like on my side. Nobody's in my side. I need that. Can anybody think of what's that's called? You know what I'm talking about? It's like it's got sticky on one side, and you use it for soundproofing, and it's almost like really thick tape, but it's not. It's like rubber. I don't know what it's called. It seems like it'd be like soundproofing tape or something, but it comes in a roll, and you like put it on the lines of your door or whatever, and it soundproofs it. I can't think of what it is. I mean, I put in these double doors that pull out, and I just can't think of what it's called.
Want me to go look it up?
No, it's alright. I mean, I went to Home Depot today, and like I said, I wanted to get like that green glue shit for in between, and like just fucking do that, put it all over in there, and then put like some almost like rubber foam spray or spray on insulation in between the door, because it's like a solid door, really thick wood. And then I wanted to put something in between to kind of like add more soundproofing, and then something on the back, obviously, so it's like sandwiched and it's adding max soundproof. Instead, we get to Home Depot. I went to go get like this light, you know, just to have a good brightening effect in here, because this white light, you actually see me now. Before it was dark and I didn't really care. It wasn't a big deal. During the day you saw me, during the night you didn't. It wasn't a huge deal to me. But like, we get to the checkout, and instead of getting, you know, like I said, that glue and some kind of foam that'll absorb the sound, they just went and bought these giant packages of cardboard. Not cardboard, styrofoam. Like, really? Like, just white styrofoam. They would come like packaging and shit. It's like, maybe you didn't understand. If we're already spending $300 fucking to put this door on for me, I don't want it skimped on fucking styrofoam instead of getting a $20 thing of glue, and the spray was maybe $10 probably, or $20. It's like, instead they went and got like fucking, I don't know how much it was, but I'm sure the styrofoam's cheap as shit. It's like, I think that they don't understand that I'd rather spend the extra money, since we're already up to $300 for this door and buying them lunch and all this shit, and get it how I want it. Because I don't want to hear the kids out there whenever it's during the day and they're up and they're running around, because I don't want to yell at them and say shut the fuck up all the time. And when I'm sitting here yelling, like my wife is sleeping on the couch right now because she doesn't want to walk upstairs because she got the baby asleep. I don't want her to hear me. Now right now at this level, with the door the way it is, I don't think she can really hear me. She might hear something muffled, I don't know for sure. I can ask her, but it seems like this is at least taking care of that. But when I get pissed off, like fucking Azuna, why don't you heal, you know, and really get up there? I'm trying to figure out a nice way to say to her. Because basically what I did was I texted my mom and I was like, hey, I'm thinking about getting a door. Could you kind of look around and see what it would cost me to kind of soundproof? Because it's a really wide doorway, like 2 normal doors, and it's a little even more than that. Okay, so it's a really wide doorway. So I was like, you know, get prices and that kind of thing. And if you go to like Home Depot or like order one from Walmart or get one from Walmart, you're talking about a fucking grand just for a basic ass door to get in there. So we're like, fuck it, we'll build it ourselves. And we got here. I mean, it's a nice door. It looks really good on the other side. And we didn't open up instead of like a slide or anything. And it's like, but halfway through it, she just decided she wanted to start skimping. And I'm trying to figure out a way to nicely say, quit fucking around. I don't care about the money. I want it done right, because if you do it wrong, I'm going to rip this son of a bitch apart and do it right. So, I'm saying it's only thing I want door for. I don't want you to go through all this work for me to tear the panel back off to add the glue and something more sound dampening. So I think if we at least, I don't think that's too rude so far. It could be. I come off as a total asshole because they're basically, you know, helping me out for free. Family, you know. So if we at least get some of that. I can't think what it's called. I know it's like a dark gray, thick rubber-like tape for this side. No matter how it looks, to cover up the seams and reduce sound. It's perfect. I'll just add something at the end to kind of lighten it up. I keep erasing. Yeah, let's say that. I keep erasing this message because I'm not trying to come off. What do I want to say? Rude? Bitchy? Bitchy. I like that word. I can't, because I don't want to come off bitchy or anything. Obviously, I love the help. I can't afford to. That's always a good one. You throw I can't afford in there. Can't afford one of those expensive pre-made doors. There we go. A lot of tension. Yeah, I'll mention like tension between me and the wife because of the sound. That'll get her going. See, that's the thing. Mother-in-laws always technically want to impress the daughter-in-laws. Between me and Darlene. And then, what's something corny? Here we go. One of those blow the kiss things. Alright. Let's see how she responds to that. It's like, yeah, like, I do really, like, super appreciate the help, and I need the help. I mean, I don't want to... I can't afford no fucking $1,200 goddamn door. And that's, like, the minimum. And it's not going to be any kind of sound fucking dampening. I mean, I spent $300 today. And I did some odds and ends stuff around the house too. Replaced all the light bulbs just to get more of this white effect instead of this yellow effect throughout the house. I don't like that yellow light bulb bullshit. Give me a white effect where you can actually see what the fuck you're looking at. So I replaced a lot of white bulbs, you know. Got those 20-year ones and shit. Got some doorknobs and shit. Bought $50 in fucking pizza for everybody. But so I mean, on the door we're at like $200 probably, maybe a little less, because we didn't skimp. We got good quality wood. Fucking legendary Gatling gun again. I think I've gotten 2 already. So this fucking run, just fucking stupid. I don't know. I'm not great at coming off as super grateful. I have that assholey vibe to me, you know what I mean? Like, I come off as an asshole when I'm talking to somebody. And is what it is. Some people can deal with my type of personality, some people can't. I'm really like a super... I go out of my way to help someone as long as they're not like disrespectful or fucking annoying. No problem. I'll
Roll a
like,
legendary Gatling gun again.
Right? It's fucking crazy, man. They're killing me. It's like, if I want to raise the drop rate, I'm gonna walk over there and get those goddamn drops I left on the ground. And they don't go away either. So you either go get them to help your drop rate and fix it, or you leave them there forever and your drop rate stays average as shit. I should actually just go get them. I'll get that off my mind. Alright, so there's one down here and one up there. We want to fire the 3 down here because there's probably more enemies. Bang. Turn around, fire the 2 up here. Okay. And then get the drops this time. Obviously we don't want the drops, but you want to pick up these drops. I don't care if you kill a mob at the start of a fucking spawn, pick up the damn drops. Because the more shit on the ground, the more it tinkers with the drop rate. On a spawn like this, I will go 20 legendaries in a row on the top of that mountain over there. 20 in a row. If I'm in a good rhythm, I'm not fucking up, I'm not spawning too many ads, I can just sit there and ping pong back and forth and just ridiculous amounts of drops. But you gotta get in that rhythm. Alright, so we cleaned out that side. I didn't see any other on the map. So if we can get in a nice little rhythm here, all the greens will start coming back to us and we will be good to go. Let me check one more time, make sure there's no drops. Not seeing any. They look good. You gotta de-aggro those mobs though. Having these mobs aggroed affects your drop rate. You don't want anything on you but your guys. It's not horrible to have these scorpions up because they're technically not aggroed on you. They're aggroed on them. King. He may have the one-hit-a-quitter sniper, which is actually the best sniper in the game. Everyone's talking about this watchtower sniper. Oh my god, it's the greatest. I don't know if any of you guys were in that stream yesterday where I compared the 2 snipers. At rank 6, the single shot sniper is better than that fucking silent sniper you get from Watchtower. We have the legendary version of both, and the legendary version that drops from these snipers is far and beyond a better sniper. Yes, it's not silenced, it doesn't sound all fucking pretty, but you get more range, you get more ammo, you get more damage. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Fuck how it sounds. Like, I get these people are like super overly obsessed with the anime, so they want it just because it's a silent sniper and it's from the anime, but come on now. Don't sit there and cum in your pants over a fucking gun and brag about your 99,999 hits. It's a sniper. You managed to get a crit off. Yeah, you can hit for 99,999. Your odds of critting, even with max luck and buffs, is below 10%. Below 10%.
Are you playing the Steam version?
I am playing the PS4 version. But there's no difference really. The only difference between the Steam version and this one is the Steam version has hacks and hackers.
Now Itsuki acting all fruity. Now I am at that point. Help.
Itsuki is acting all fruity. You don't like fruity Itsuki? What's wrong with you? Alright, I think we need to kill these bastards because they seem to be itching to fuck up
Laughing,
my drops.
dude, just bear with it. Get the true ending.
Right? Get into bed with Itsuki. Quit being a bitch. Take that dick. So you can get that ending. Oh, shit. You're more of a man than me, dude. Like, I still just can't convince myself to get everybody's max affection up yet. I'll get there, but Jesus. Once these dudes start crawling into bed with me, I start to freak out a bit. And I'm playing a chick. So it's a little less gay, I guess. Not really, because I'm a dude, but... Oh my goodness.
This is my second run through.
I've done 3 run-throughs of the game, and I still haven't done... Well, it also reset my affection.
I want it.
Ding. I think you could honestly do infinite run-throughs, because after I completed it the 3rd time, it was still wanting me to either rewind or go back to the title screen, and I was scared as fuck to go back to the title screen, so I rewound again on extreme difficulty. I was like, fuck that. I don't want to lose all my teleports again. You're crazy if I'm gonna spend another 20-some hours fucking burning out the main quest line. No thank you, sir. And I ran like a bitch. Straight over here to farm
what in your
weapons.
opinion is the best sword aside from the one that drops from the last boss?
I'm not sure if I have mine on me. See, the really tricky thing with swords... Let me see if I have it on me. I really had that out? No, I don't have it on me. Son of a bitch. The super tricky thing with swords is... I would say anyone that's 7. But the real problem you run in with them is there's so many useless chips. Like, a lot more than any other gun. Because you can't have ammo capacity, you can't have ammo acquired, you can't have optical attack, you can't have fucking trade value, you can't have God, there's more. I know there's more because I went through it the other day. I was sitting there like trying to figure out what I would need as far as chips on a sword. And it was like, holy shit, man. Like, you have to get the absolute perfect chipset to make a really nice sword. Because it drives me nuts to have useless chips. Damage at max P is a good one. Physical damage a good one. Weapon damage is a good one. Crit rate's a good one. Crit damage is a good one. Help me. We still need 3 more. At that point, you'd have to go damage versus humanoids, damage versus mechs, and damage versus life forms.
Just curious, why not dual wield?
You can go dual wield if you want, but it doesn't mean it doesn't matter. Our drop rate's trash because we got dudes from like God knows how long ago still up. And it's getting rather annoying, but I'm kind of relaxing, enjoying the conversation right now, so I'm not horribly concerned with it, but you want to shoot a rocket at me? That damage though. Haha, 1 clip. Get wrecked. This little assault rifle just turned out like a fucking monster. So solid. The only place I give an edge of this assault rifle compared to my sub, well, really 2 places. Obviously range. That was the one I was forgetting, but the weapon art. I mean, the weapon art is actually one of the rare weapon arts that I actually find useful. I haven't used all the weapon arts, but submachine guns is useless besides for resetting mobs. I use it for resetting mobs a lot. I'll run right up to the mobs and then just hit it, just so they all reset to their spawn and ignore you for a second so you can settle in and wreck them. Rocket launchers, it's just like, it's an unguided piece of shit. I don't even like shooting regular rockets, and it's a lot like a regular rocket. Like, I'll show you right here. Like, it hits like fucking amazing. Like, it would take out all these guys if I hit square. But, I mean, bang, it owned them. But because it's not heat sinking, I didn't get them. I didn't get them both. So useless. I mean, at least the assault rifle one catches them on fire, gives you a little tick more damage on every bullet. So it's solid. I don't know about the handgun one. Don't know about a lot of them, but I bought them all. Try them if I want to. I was really tempted to plus up that sword the other day. But honestly, there's just too many wasted slots on it. I couldn't think of a way to make it nice. Honestly, I want every weapon in the game. Would be nice eventually. All with no wasted slots, so I can just build them how I want. I still haven't found a weapon that is absolutely perfect. I'd like to find a weapon where I can squeeze crit rate, crit damage, physical damage, weak spot damage, weapon damage, damage at max HP, damage versus humanoids. I mean, you know, all the typicals. Which is another wasted slot on a sword, by the way. Weak spot damage. Think about that. How often do you actually get to hit a weak spot with a sword? It's actually a wasted slot. Like, I guess if you're dual wielding it's okay, but it's a wasted slot, honestly. That's rough. Fucking rough. That's one fucking weapon that I really don't look forward to farming is a sword. Because it's gonna, like, my drop rate is already to the fact that you gotta, I'm so picky, it's gotta be amazing. But a sword, holy shit, would I have to be ridiculously picky not to have a wasted slot. My drop rate is fucking abysmal. Am I on the right build? Yes. Do I have my right equipment on? Yes. 370 and 4.95 for my rare drop rates. I am where I at. It's like there's a mob aggroed to me somewhere that still hasn't de-aggroed. Oh. What the fuck? Are those players over there? How in the fuck are they aggroed to me? How long have they been aggroed to me? I'm so confused. I had to go pick that shit up. Is there anything else aggroed to me? Something to my right. The guys to my left are the guys there fighting. Wow, I need to get rid of all these guys. Is it these guys that are aggroed to me? I don't think so. They don't seem aggressive. That's fucked up. I have no idea. Like, when did I aggro those guys? Notice the moment I killed him, I got a green drop. So I'm guessing these robots are not aggro to me. It's just... I have no clue how I aggro those fuckers. I can't lie. Oh, you dick. Now I'm in here in a horrible ass rhythm. I just threw 2 wasted graviton shots. Let's go ahead and throw a 3rd one. See if we can waste that one as well. Luckily, this fucking assault rifle is a fucking monster. Especially versus these guys. Alright, so one last look. So, at the moment, It's saying I triggered another group of 4 somewhere. Oh, I see. One of my NPCs is stuck across the map. You see that? You. Who are you? And why are you all the way across the map just standing there, forcing my drop rate to go down? I don't know who it is, but whoever it is a fucking asshole. There's Kirihara. There's Iksuki. Azuna is dead across the map, apparently. No, it's not Azuna. So now they're all here. So who keeps wandering way the fuck off? I don't understand. These fuckers really need to settle in. I'm getting annoyed. Typically, I don't even aggro those guys over there. I'll aggro these scorpions and the rocket launcher guy. But the rest, I don't aggro at all. So we really need to get them rendezvousing and just get them back here like that, so I'm getting drops consistently, please. Dragon Breaker, is that actually the one-hitter quitter? I don't think so. I think that's the semi-automatic. Motherfucker. So on those, yeah, it's a semi-automatic. I have a ton of those fucking semi-automatics. How do we have 2 rocket launchers? I'm so confused right now. The spawns are all out of whack. Who fucking knows? Please, let's get in a rhythm, please. I would love to get a whole bunch of legendaries real quick. I can't do that if you guys are fighting everybody on the fucking map. It's a good rhythm shot. We had everything dead, so we get a green. Let them fight the scorpions, come down here. Kill these guys, come back up, get another rhythm shot. Typically the lower spawns have a much lower drop rate than the ones up top there. But that's fine. I mean, you have an AR down there, so there is a slim chance you're going to get greens. But up here, you're almost disappointed when you don't get a green. That's how good the drops are. A little bit to the left, you want to hit him right off the bat. Get him sucked up in a good position. And just keep that drop rate climbing. But I have to be able to get a line down where it's consistent and repeat. Yeah, that's consistency. Here's what you should do, is fucking hit trees. Hell, it's been a long day. How far you want me to chase you? What a day. Right side of this spawn is locked in. I mean, I can leave my character here 3 nights in a row. I don't give a shit. You're gonna give me my fucking AR. I absolutely promise you. I will delete fucking green accessories. I could care less. It did burn off a whole... What the fuck is going on with me? I don't miss that shot ever. actually one of the easier routes. Alright, I'm gonna put them on prioritize healing and maybe they'll get back in rhythm. Actually, just put them on prioritize support. Oh, fucking migraine. I don't even have my AI with me. My little vortex bot, I guess you could call him. Just because, I mean, might as well get some affection for some people real quick. Because I get a boatload of affection when I sit here and relax and grind this. Okay, usually it's just bang, bang, bang. It's an easy little shot. Typically I have 4 people down there, but I still shouldn't be fucking up the shot. Would you like another helping of garbage? Sure. Give me all the fucking garbage. I expect for those drops to be meh. These drops, I need to get much more consistent on the greens. Load it up and pop. Perfect shot. Just gonna suck all 4 up and dead. This side I need to get more consistent with. Wow. I have to kill these ads just to fucking reset my spawn rate. This is just god awful. And then, oh, there was a glimmer of hope when my burst gas drops a green. I thought it was just gonna make up for it in one drop, but honestly, I really want to get rid of these guys just to refresh the spawns a bit. Not one clip of red on it, because he wants to stare the other way, but alright. Right? And those guys are smart. Now, just gonna read one of them nights. Just too tired. I don't know if I'm wandering too hard to the side there, I guess you could say. But I'm gonna have to refresh these drops an awful lot to guarantee me a green every time on this side. We're getting them, but drop rate's dying off a lot. Almost tempted to just let it do an item build up on the bottom and focus on the top and hope that keeps the spawner rate steady for 20 or so pulls just to guarantee me 20 legendaries. Because I'm getting a little bit rough rhythm. I mean, we'll get in a rhythm, we'll get like 5 or 6 legendaries in a row, and then it just kind of dies out because I accidentally grab aggro on those robots down there. It's like blah. Don't look fucking up my spawn rate. Fuck, you kidding me? I don't even know what it is. Look at him. He's just kind of standing there switching weapons back and forth. I think he's mentally challenged, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like he needs to be wearing a helmet. He may hurt himself. It's like the 10th time I've seen him just away from the other. Look at him. He's doing it again. I honestly don't think he knows what the fuck he's doing. Look at it. He just flips back and forth. There is a fight going on over there. I kind of want to see him shoot a shot now. It's bothering me. Like, these guys are fighting shit. Hey! Fucking weird ass programming on some of these AIs. Well, what do you think, buddy? We have a fairly decent spawn rate. You want to fuck that up? Yes, you do. Fucking knew it. Dick. I don't typically
that is
like
too funny.
What is it? Like, he's just fucking weird. I don't know if he's just like confused by that fight going on, but he keeps walking away from fights and then just doing this. Like, he doesn't quite know what he wants to do. He wants to snipe him, I think, and then he's like, you know what? No. Maybe I should, though. No. Maybe I should. No. They just get caught on fire randomly. Oh
I am crying.
God. He's so retarded. Like, he just doesn't even know what he wants to do. I've never seen an NPC quite that. I can hear it just going off like crazy right now. Like, he just has no clue what he wants to do. I don't know if it's because I commanded him to support and he just doesn't know the meaning of the word support. He is the dumbest fucking... He's still switching. Oh my god. And he's the big bad guy, you know what I mean? The big bad guy can't even decide which fucking weapon to use. I mean, a lot of this stuff you're gonna want to keep if you have the spare space. Like, I'm gonna save it for now just because, you know, I could get a drop worth returning for it any time. Humanoids and mechs, I mean, I will probably end up with that on a gun, on almost every gun, but one or the other or both. But there's no point in holding it right now. Man, Off guard, I hate as a skill. And then we just gotta clean out all of our accessories, basically, because none of this shit we want to keep. And clean out our scans and get back to grinding. I don't like returning to town because it takes so long to set it up with how picky I am. So it's better to just take 5 minutes out of your life, clean it out, and save yourself an hour of resetting it up. Gives me time to sit here and vape and drink my pop, read some email, and slowly delete these fuckers one at a time. Yes. Only thing I really keep an eye out for on these lower items is they can sometimes have a rare item drop rate above a 5. And those are keepers. I actually had one at a 5 and deleted it. Or sold. I can hear you, Azuki. You're just like standing on top of my tits. I have to stop. I'm gonna go ahead and change him off of support because I honestly think that just that command itself is what's confusing him. Like, he's like, what the fuck is support? Maybe you don't understand who the fuck I am. Act freely? That make you feel better? He's like, baby, this is what I want to do. This is what my act freely is. This is what I intend to do with my time. Is while everyone else is fighting around you, I'm gonna try to get to the edge of this area and just flip weapons back and forth. Oh, he might shoot a shot. Hey! Ole! I don't know why that entertains me so much. But it's just like, holy shit. Some of these AIs are just fucking stupid. Some of my favorite ones are even the common ones, like when they just like, they get confused about where they're going and they'll kind of run around in a little tight circle. It happens a lot when they're trying to revive as well, because they just don't quite understand that they're supposed to be in battle right now, but their priority is technically to revive, so they'll just kind of run in a circle trying to guess what they're supposed to do. That's always a fun one. Especially when you eat a shot to the face and you're the one laying on the ground. You almost feel like he's a troll. Like it's actually a person, you know, on a character. And he's just like, I'm gonna get right up by you. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this weapon back and forth. Just to let you know that I need attention. I don't know why I'm getting rid of these weapons. I could use the feed fodder, because I mean we got rid of probably about half of our fodder weapons for transforming. Between the assault rifle and I plussed up a weapon, what was it, 2 days ago, just to delete it. Because someone said, oh, you can't do damage if you had a shitty weapon. It's only because you have, you know, these weapons. I said, you know what? The weapons are 90% of your damage. They are fantastic, but it's also mainly about chips. And he tried to argue with me. Bullshit, it's just because it's rank 7, blah, 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 blah. So I went back to a starter area, picked up a fucking rank 1 gun, legendary. Took me like 10 minutes to farm up. And plus the fuck out of the chips, and went in there and broke the record for one of the bosses for speedrun co-op by myself with level 20s. And I think he got the point because he shut the fuck up after that. Gotta realize, stats are not the most important thing as far as your stats, but gun stats, if you have wasted slots, you're wasting your time, really. You may be super excited when you get those first legendaries and the weapons you want. Play with them. Don't plus them up. Fuck around with them. If you want to throw a fucking couple stats on there, but don't plus them up to max. You're just wasting your time. You'd be surprised how many people are running fucking ammo acquired, trade value, optical damage on weapons that don't take advantage of optical damage, or an optical weapon that has fucking physical attack on it when it doesn't affect its damage, or explosive damage. I've seen that on a couple of people's guns. Explosive damage. I don't even know how to respond to that. Unless you're using a rocket launcher, why in the fuck would you want explosive damage on your gun? You can't really argue with people. All you can do is show them. Alright, so we're back down to 63 slots. I think we're pretty good. That should give us room to get back into it. I think that Gatling guy keeps hitting some skill. It's making him slide right on through it. Which is not great, because you want to kill him immediately, just to guarantee that legendary drop. That's why we use this skill. The longer you drag out the fight, the more it fucks with your drop rate. You can still get greens, but it's better to just hit that vortex right on their nose the moment that they spawn for aggro. Bang. You fuck up like that, fight right there, drop rate just plummets. But if I get this 3-shot, I pass that rock right there and immediately fire as they spawn. Typically it'll group them up and kill them. But this Gatling guy, no matter which angle I'm trying, seems to slide to the side, die later than the others, and fuck up the spawn rate. I'm tempted to shoot him a little more left just to kind of target him and hope that I can, like, the vortex basically takes him down first to try to take that slide off, but we'll see. See, that's a good little rate right there. That's not bad at all. We just got to get that on the foregroup. Basically preload, we're going to aim probably about right in there, because I don't quite want to hit the tree anymore because it's kind of making him slide. So I'm kind of trying to hit him directly. So we're going to pass this rock, pop, the moment he spawns, it should hit him directly. See, it still flung him over to the side. I don't know what is causing that. I usually don't see that. It's fucking with my shit, so it's bothering me. Look at that fucking run bug. I don't know if you guys have ever got that before, but sometimes sprint just bugs up and it doesn't give you full speed. You're just kind of trotting along. Style. Bang, bang, bang. Oh my god. Right my way. I had to fire a little later to make sure I didn't hit the scorpion. Oh, we hit the tree dead on the middle, and it just, that slide is causing it's fucking her up. So we're gonna go ahead and kill some ads, reset the spawn a little bit, reset our drop rate. Hopefully get this back where it's supposed to be. Not staying, not getting a legendary. Every time up, oh. Are you aggroed? Okay. I'm kind of fucked up against this stuff. Even without mech damage, it hits like a truck. Oh, I accidentally aggroed those guys apparently. Just in case, let's go ahead and fire one. Okie dokie. Oh, there. So, basically aiming right on over there to the left of the tree, just to touch, just to try and take that slide off of that Gatling gun guy. And it's just not happening. Got one sliding to the right, one sliding to the left, and it's just really fucking it up. And it's just a Gatling gun, guys. I haven't seen any of the other ones do it. Fuck.
I hate the Manhunter so much.
Can't run out of it when I reset you, huh? Look at that. That's the run speed glitch right there. Technically, I'm in a full sprint, as you can tell. But, you notice the speed is way the fuck lower than it's supposed to be. I don't know what cause it is. It's like, it almost seems like it's a skill, because if I push it in again, it'll go back to normal. Trying that, but I hate that fucking. Really? Alright. This is horrible. Or maybe they won't slide. Yeah, I'm gonna do a kill 3. All of them in quick succession. Got the line I want, just don't got any rhythm. I'm even dragging the scorpions with me basically, it's just fucking god awful. I miss Fucka, and I miss my Arphasis. It's the main difference. I mean, they throw vortexes non-stop, group up these guys down below, so I just do not even have to worry about them fucking up my spawns. And it just lets me get in a nice rhythm. Instead, I've got scorpions chasing me around. I got weird ass aggros off to the side. And it's like a really god awful drop rate. Fuck a legendary every single time up the mountain. That ain't gonna happen with this. Unless all of a sudden they wake the fuck up and I don't have Itsuki just sitting there switching weapons in a corner. Push, hold, push, hold. No, you're not safe. Fuck me. Honestly, if I can get this fixed, this is gonna be a fairly short night. I got them coming over tomorrow to finish up this door. I gotta be up for that. I could easily leave my character right here and it'll be ready for grinding tomorrow. And I can even AFK farm a bit because I can leave my characters near a scorpion spawn or something simple, you know, where they can just sit there and kill them. Gives you a decent amount of bounty while you're sleeping. Overall, it's just really isn't worth the time tonight. I don't know if it's because I'm too tired or what it is, but it just seems like Itsuki's all over the map. We got Just spawns going everywhere, and my drop rate is fucking god awful because of it. So it's not registering with me what's causing it. So we'll basically go until pull up my inventory again, and if it hasn't kind of corrected itself by then, I'll be going to bed probably, sadly. Womp womp womp. I mean, look at that, the Gatling is still just fucking sliding immediately to the left, which screws up your kill time, which screws up your drop rate. Well, let's try. A rock there would be the respawn point. Let's go ahead and try a one-sided loot farm. Looky there. A tight grouping, guaranteed green slot. I knew it even before, and there's my assault rifle. See, it's like when I get it set up the way I know I'm guaranteed to drop. That's the thing. Like you heard me on the mic. The moment I shot the fucking shot, I knew that it was money. Because it was just that tight grouping where they were all gonna die at the same time. And there's a 3 burst. Why it happened there, I don't know. I mean, the only thing I changed was I left the shit down there at the bottom, just so I wouldn't have to worry about the scorpions disappearing and then following them. Why the Gatling gun guy didn't slide out there, I couldn't tell you. I didn't really change anything. I added a jump, but I had tried that before a few hits prior to that. But I would like to farm up though and finish off this, let's get some junk weapons farmed up as we go, fill up my inventory. And another great pairing. I mean, the right guy drifted off, so, yep, still got a green. Because we killed him about the same time. I mean, when you're in a rhythm, you're gonna get green, 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 green. When you're not in a rhythm, it's trash. Because you gotta hit your shots. You gotta set it up so you are killing them all at the same time. That's all there really is to it. A 2 spawn has a much lower drop rate than a 4 spawn, but we don't care because this is the spawn we super want to hit our spot on. Ting. And he slid out again. Little fucker. He's doing it on purpose. That's alright though, we already got our drop. We just need to fill up our inventory. Because we are very, very low on feeders. I mean, the odds of us getting the Lupus I want are so slim. It's a little bit ridiculous. The odds of me getting one that's worth plussing up with no wasted slots is still slim as well. But it is worth a scan. You never know, we might get lucky, get a really, really nice version of it. I have so far scanned up 5 Lupus 3s legendary and not got one that I could convince myself to plus up to max, because I cannot stand a wasted slot whatsoever. It's a weird gun as it is because it's based off of optical. Weapon attack is useless on it. Is it weapon attack or is it physical attack? One of them's useless on it. So you're looking for a little bit weirder of a build, I guess you could say. Like I said, I want to leave those down there. Seems like it's easier to keep my spawns where I want right now. Because the Tuki is retarded. Don't slide, don't slide. Get in there. Fucker, you did a little bit of a roundabout. Was it in time? Nope. Fucker. Alright. Because I only have a one shot loaded, I want to make sure I get my weapon art off right after the shot. So that way it resets him and keeps him in place there. And make sure that that one that you shot it at dies. For you, it doesn't really matter. I kill you. Shit. Alright. I am ready to fucking... That will turn my night around. Like, if that loop just fucking comes out with no wasted slots. That was a good group right here. Bang, 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 bang. There's another fucking legendary Gatling gun. They're just deciding to shit them out all over the fucking floor. Fuck me. But, I'll probably be up all fucking night if that AR is good. If I get a good version of that, I'm gonna have to get it up to max. I may not even have enough feeders laying around anymore to quite take it up to max, so I would have to get some feeders as well. Yeah, that'd be a bit. Because it would bother me. I go upstairs, I'd lay down, it would bother me. Can't half-ass grind, you gotta get shit done. Purdy full shot there. I looped it right over this fucking branch above my head, right on top of his head. Fantastic. This one's a little more tricky right now because I'm trying to control that slide by kind of jumping to the left, kind of hook it in there a bit, just to keep them grouped up right on top of it. I mean, it's working, but it's a tough shot, so I am missing it occasionally. Because you want them to drop at the same fucking time, just to guarantee that fucking legendary. If you're not hitting your shot, you're fucked. And these ones, your legendary drops so low, that's the reason I'm laying them on the ground. Obviously, I still wanted a burst rifle there just so I had a chance of getting what I want, but the rate's going to be so low, even if you kill them both at the same time, that's like, meh. But up here, this is your superstar shot. If you can get it right, get a good farm on, and look at that late piece of shit where I just drilled the tree head on. Oh my goodness, let's reset him a bit. Holy crap, I don't even think that aimed there. Fuck me. Ain't killing all four of them at the same time there. You're gonna have to get lucky for a drop. Alright, come on. Let's get rhythm here. We could actually get one more pretty good drop before we go. Not that this has been a bad run. We've gotten, what, 6 legendary weapons, a good amount of legendary items, obviously, but you don't care about those. Fuck those. Yeah, I'm tired, though. I'm missing shots that I'd normally hit all the time. Like crazy. Come on, NoEmpathy. Let's get a couple more good rotation then at least. We're getting shit drops, that's not great. Okay, bang, bang, bang. Take that slide out a little bit. Don't slide out to the right, you asshole. This is a horrible shot. I mean, I pulled it a little bit more right than I wanted. Ooh, but the AR is last one standing. Good enough. Good shit. Come on now. Get a couple more perfect shots in. Give yourself a couple more chances at your gun. Because scanning up 2 would be a hell of a lot better than scanning up 1. That was a decent swing. The last guy died a little later than the others, but that wasn't horrible. I really want to hit about right here. If I'm hitting the tree, not quite getting the suction to really group them up here and get them down at the same time. God, that other night in that stream, Jesus, 20 to 30 legendaries in a row. I was hitting every single shot right over that rock. It was fantastic, and it was on this side. It was just a beautiful farm. When you are really feeling it, you can just really maximize your time, and it makes you just want to go all night long, really. We probably got at least 100 legendaries that night. At least. I was about to say 130, but I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know we at least got 100. In just one run. Aw, you asshole. And I have to get it too. Oh, that for a piece of shit. And it's gonna reset the drop rate up top, so I'm really gonna have to shoot a perfect shot, not aggro the guys to the right. Oh, motherfucker, you dick. Knew he was gonna do that. So I'm gonna reset real quick. There's no way. It's a horrible setup. Just ain't got it right now. I'm too fucking tired. Feel bad for even streaming this fucking catastrophe. At least we got 1 3 burst. Jesus, this is just god awful. I'm just wiped right now. Exhausted. 3 hours of sleep in the last couple days. Gotta be up early tomorrow. Oh my god. Not even tomorrow. It's in a few hours. Tomorrow is today, and today is yesterday. No. Waste your fucking 3-shot on garbage. Why not? Because now you have to hit an even better shot on this side. Let's go ahead and just try to do a little shimmy. Saw the lady fucking dropped. Everybody else died together except for Mr. Gatling that likes to slide to the left, slide to the right. Now crisscross. Everybody drop your fucking garbage. Oof, that was a hell of a tick. I don't know if you guys caught that. That was fucking sick. I was just getting tick damage in that vortex at 1068. A tick. It's fucking lethal. Like, when you're farming up, don't be afraid to kill these fucking rocket launcher guys. Even the grenade version, because you're mostly using them for vortex, so like, that was a beautiful shot too. I will take it. Ah. We are overweight, so we'll do one more trip up and down just for the fuck of it. And then we're going to go check out that assault rifle. Because that is going to decide whether this is a good night, go to bed bucket, or an amazing night, stay up and play with a new toy. Sleep's overrated. Give me a good fucking gun. hate doing timing shots when I'm overweight, but we'll try it. See what we can do. Just try to give us a good little shot at a grouping by hitting that Gatling first. And there's another green. Sad thing is I'm overweight, but I actually have a rhythm right now. I'm hitting the fucking shot right where I want it, and we cannot stop until the green stops. So back down to the other side with this fat bitch. Come on, Lefa, move it. No. They're just like, you don't want to leave yet. We'll just keep enticing you with these fucking half-ass green drops. I'm gonna run up there slowly because I must have burned my 3 on something. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and stand on top of that rock again. Just try to hit that Gatling gun right in the fucking face. Try to eliminate his slide. So we're gonna aim right about there. Pow. Try to just, no. He just slid right in front of the tree. I don't think that was fast enough. Oh. Alright. That's a good point to call it then. Alright. We're gonna teleport back to town. The first fucking thing we're gonna do is scan up that bad boy. SP fucking Kirito's room. Oh, we killed 624 enemies. When you multiply that by the drops, we ended up with easy 535k bounty. Not bad, not bad. It was a quick run. It's not like we like stocked up on a bunch of shit or anything. Only cleaned out our inventory, what, twice, I think. So, quick. Alright. Time to cross my fingers. Actually, let's sell some of the garbage first. Yes. Because I hate to scan anything up. When I got this shit in there that is absolutely, completely, fucking useless in every way. And go over to this, sell off everything that's not a green. That's not a bad run. It's a good route. Alright. Ding, 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 all the way down. Does all this shit. Even if it has one great stat on it, I'm going to replace. My drop rate is perfectly fine where it is. I'm not hugely worried about getting in with a drop rate of 5 or above. Alright. Here we go. Go down to the bottom here. Should be, yep. Alright, here we go. The scanning of the rank 7 3-round burst. Pretty much the all-around gun, you know. It's not great for a crit build because it doesn't have the fire rate to crit a lot, or should I say often. But for every other build, it's gonna hit solid. You never have to worry about your ammo because it carries 9,000 fucking bullets and doesn't fire very fast. Great for dual wielding, obviously, which is really the only time it does okay. But obviously, we want one because we'd like to test it. But it's all about these memory chips. We cannot have wasted memory chips. Praise item. In 3, 2, junk. first thing you see right off the bat is that 4 slots are open, so you can't have a single wasted slot because you can't replace anything up there. Second thing you notice is explosive attack. Wasted lock slot, piece of shit. Ammo acquired, wasted slot, piece of shit. Trade value, wasted slot, piece of shit. So they didn't only give us a piece of shit, they gave us 3 pieces of shit. Well, they made my night quicker, I guess. I actually get a couple hours of sleep before they come in here to fuck with that door some more. Man, they never responded back to that text, so I probably did come across as an asshole or ungrateful or whatever. But it's my fucking money. I'm spending $300 fucking on a door. I would like it the way I'd want it. It's like I was sitting there looking for a gaming computer. And I don't know if any of you ever shopped for a gaming computer or done all that. There's a lot of research involved. I mean, if you're into gaming at all, typically you're going to spend weeks kind of looking through forums, comparing different forums to see kind of, you know, what are the popular choices nowadays if you're going to buy a pre-built or if you're going to build one up, you know, how the prices are on this and that and all that. Right now, fucking graphics cards are out of this world expensive because of miners. RAM is out of this world expensive because of miners. And technically, a lot of the pre-builds, like those, what are they called? Cyber... Fuck. I have one saved. They're like a really popular pre-built right now. But I can find it real quick, because... I personally love Tom's Hardware. That's one of my favorite sites to go in and kind of read up on shit. And I created a post on there probably a month or 2 ago. Because, you know, a lot of guys on there, they build computers for a living, or they just love to, you know, keep up to date on the latest builds and, you know, how much it costs you and all that shit. But, Cyber Power is that brand of pre-builds that I'm talking about. They have really shitty power supplies, but other than that, they're really good little gaming PCs if you get kind of like the mid-range of them. So I was gonna get like the $1,000 version with a little bit better GTX 1060, you know. Not like a ridiculously high power PC, but stay around $1,000 without the monitor included and all that, you know. Decent built PC that I can upgrade later. And I'm sitting there like, you know, comparing all these different PCs and shit just to kind of narrow it down at that point. I'm looking at all this stuff. Because pre-built you can kind of save some money right now because of graphics cards and shit being so expensive. And I was looking around on forums and somebody had asked a very similar question, you know. What's a great build nowadays for my price range? And I go and click on it. And the son of a bitch, his line is, I'm trying to get a gaming computer for my 8-year-old son. He's always wanted one. I'm like, number one, he's 8. You know, always, really. But anyways, he's like, I want to kind of keep in my price range, though. So I'm kind of comparing builds. So someone please help me. And the first response is, you know, one of their regulars that helps people out a lot, and he's like, yeah, you know, no problem, there's a lot of PCs out right now. If you're not very familiar, there's some pre-builds that compare nicely because of the price of GPUs. He goes, okay, that sounds great. And he goes, by the way, what is your spending limit. Like, where do you want to stay? You said you want to stay within your spending limit, so I need to know that before I can give you suggestions. He's like, I'd like to stay below $8,000. Like, are you fucking kidding me? For an 8-year-old, $8,000. $1,000 for every year the motherfucker has been alive. I'm over here like trying to find basically something that can run, you know, any MMO at like medium to low graphics and stay around $1,000, but I can upgrade it later. And this motherfucker turns out an $8,000 response for an 8-year-old. You're fucking kidding me. I don't know where I was going with that, but it's fucking ridiculous to me. We gotta get rid of all this shit, don't we? Pretty sad when I was envious of a fucking 8-year-old, though. I'm really interested in the 70% of max HP recovered over 1 minute I keep getting. If I find one with above 10% physical defense and probably an HP recovery, that's going to be a beautiful fucking piece. If I find one with those things on it. Now, obviously, like I said, chips are a
Who should I run
harder.
for the Manhunter?
Azuna. Oh, I got a message. You want to run Azuna, your bot, and Lisbeth. And then on your bot, make sure it's obviously the max intelligence build. You can still hear me, right, while I'm reading these messages. It's preferred. You may not have all those things. So that's your call. But that would be what I would run for most bosses. The key to any boss is getting that sumbitch stunned. Like, I would love to do some more streams for you guys where I run my intelligence build, because it is honestly the most ridiculous build as far as that stun. You have electromagnetic stun on the intelligence build and you hit a boss, it's gonna put them down for 10 seconds and they just lay there and let you plow at their head. In co-op, it's ridiculous because you're helping your teammates, because you're hitting them with that 10-second stun, armor breaking, so they're doing double damage, and just, you may not pull max damage because of the fact that you're taking the time to do those two skills, but you are going to make those runs very, very, very fast. Very fast. And for offline, same thing. If you're happen to be running an intelligence build, fantastic. For PvP, intelligence build is by far the most OP fucking build, hands down. There is no way to resist that electromagnetic stunner. I don't care if you have these electromagnetic stun resists at 10% like this, 2 of them on, you ain't resisting an electromagnetic stunner 3. I don't care who you are. I've been putting everybody down with it. I've never missed a stun in PvP with electromagnetic stunner 3. Every single time I have thrown it, I have stunned my target in PvP, and they are down for 10 seconds. Find me a dude I can't kill in 10 seconds, even with an intelligence build, and I'll show you a god, because I usually kill people in 2 to 3 bullets. But I digress. We're just kind of running right on after the. I'm actually going to hold on to that. It's an interesting piece. To have strength 19, that's a good amount for a stat. Physical defense, that's really low. You want at least 10%, but electromagnetic stun defense at 10% is an intrigue. No, I'm getting rid of it. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck. I'm not going to wear it. That's a good one. Defense versus life forms. You wish it was a lot higher. Doesn't have physical defense. It has luck 7, which is nice. Strength 13, which is nice, but it's shit. Physical defense below 10%. Trade value. Goodbye. Blaze damage negative 12.44. You're not going to get blazed. I wish I was getting blazed all the time, but you're not going to get blazed in game very often. Trade value junk. You don't even have to look at anything else. You see trade value on one of these fucking accessories, fucking throw it away. Unless you find a rare item drop on it, then yeah, sure, but other than that, throw it away. The avoid incidents are fantastic. They go really low. I have one at like 20% or below. That's actually fantastic, because if you're at 20%, somebody hits you with a sniper or a headshot, typically it would kill you. Instead, it just drops you down to 1%. You're alive. You're good. But that's ridiculous. Horrible percent. So, Gown. Defense versus humanoids 10.96. That's a great stat for PvP. If you have physical defense with that, and a little bit of life form defense, you would have a ridiculous accessory. Trash, the way it is. Decent, but trash. Trade value, trash. Movement speed, trash. Explosive defense, trash. Blaze defense, trash. Or item trade fit 0.14. Or item drop rate at 0.4. Just trash. The odds of you getting a super good accessory are insanely low because of the super wide ranges they go, and you have no way of plussing them up. So you have to get lucky 4 times with the percentages and with useful things on it. It's fucking absurd. Me, I have a couple of HP recovered over 1 minute with HP regen, and a very, I think one of them has a low physical defense on it, so I'm happy with those as far as like end game or BOB tournament if they ever fucking release it. Defenses versus life forms is a good buff, but you want it over 10%. Honestly, if you had physical defense, defensive versus life forms, defense versus mechs, and defenses versus humanoids all in one, and they were good percentages, at least 10% each, I'd wear it. I would absolutely wear it outside of farming, because that's a great all-around build. And it's not horribly uncommon. You just gotta manage to get the medium to upper end of those percentages. Most of this didn't really get anything as far as that goes. We did get some other legendaries that we scanned up. I didn't even really look at them. I can look at them real quick. You can just sort by rarity since I deposited. No, I got a bunch of shit on me. Look at the sale price on that big bear, 324. It's not bad at all. Let's have a look. It has no slots open, which would give it a very good chance of being good, except for immediately what jumps out at you is you'd have to get rid of 4 things, and only 4 things. Trade value, the first slot is a piece of shit. Metal gauge increase is, you can argue that it's kind of useful, but honestly it's not. Ammo acquired, useless, especially on a Gatling gun with 9,999 ammo capacity. Ammo capacity as well, garbage. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means you are stuck with physical attack, which is fine. Great, really. damage versus life forms, damage versus mechs, and bullet circle stabilization speed, which I am really not 100% sure how that affects Gatling gun. So that weapon right there, I could make good. If bullet circle stabilization speed is important on a Gatling gun, which I think it might be because it's such a high fire rate gun that it'll keep it, you know what I mean? It's going to stabilize it well, especially when you're kind of going side to side there. It's going to keep it down, which might be key for that gun. And it's at 75.5% already. So realistically, I can make that a good gun if I really wanted to. So we're going to hold on to it. The next Gatling gun. 3 slots to open. Trait value is useless. Ammo acquired useless. And explosive attack is useless. So you would be keeping damage versus life forms, damage versus unit. Wow, that's actually decent too. That's actually better. Much better. Yeah. I mean, this one has a better attack right off the bat because it has
M-stun is so
attack on
abong.
it, actually gonna bring up the YouTube chat on my phone for that one because Siri did not pronounce that the best in the world, did she? I mean, both those Gatling guns are actually doable. I mean, it may look like the top one's much better, but that's only because it has a physical attack 19.78 on it. I would almost prefer the second one because, yeah, because I'd rather have a damage versus than I would a bullet circle stabilization speed. Which, I mean, that might be useful. I could go test it, but I'm actually going to hold on to both of them just in case I do end up working on one of those. Let me look at that chat, though. See what you said there. EM stun is so OP. Oh, yeah, yeah. I know it's kind of... Somebody asked me what's the best stats on an SMG. I could just send them a screenshot of mine. It's not upgraded, but that's typically what I would run on an SMG right there. The only thing I might flip out would be... Oop, shit. Like, I love that gun. Like, I just don't want to plus it up because I know I'll overuse it, and it burns so much ammo that I don't want to overuse it because it's a beautiful gun. But the only thing I would flip out of that gun would probably be ammo capacity and put crit damage on. I don't know if the person that's messaging me is in the stream, so I can send them a screenshot. But yeah, I mean, that's really a fantastic little gun. I should help him, guide him. He was basically wondering what are the best chips for submachine gun, and I mean, it's just easier just to shoot him a screenshot. I mean, I haven't worked on that gun. Like I said, it'd be too tempting to use it way too much after that because it's so OP as is that I know when I max it out, it's just going to be such a ridiculous melter. It has garbage range, but it's not like, I don't know, it's not like shotgun range, but at 20, the range does annoy you a little bit at times. You can't seem to get that comfortable long range hit, you know, where you can just kind of keep your space and feel comfortable, but it just absolutely melts. I can't believe that. I mean, the stats on these Gatling guns makes them look absolutely amazing. I have honestly never even tried the Gatling gun. But I may do it. I mean, I may just go check it out. How many of these fucking Big Bears do I have? And it's like they're trying to tempt me because not a single one of these has had a wasted slot. You notice that, right? Like this one, you could take off trade value, optical attack, and ammo acquired, and have a good gun. It's not quite as good as the other ones simply because you got all three of the big damage versus, but it would still be a fantastic all-around gun. And it's driving me nuts that they're just trying to tempt me to fucking level up a thing. This mid-AO is one of those guns where it's like you got 1, 2, 3, 4 different assault rifles legendary that you get at rank 7. This one, if you were to compare it to the Rapier, it's kind of tough to explain, but like you see the Rapier, it's got a good range at 27.5, and then you got 596 rate of fire and a perfect accuracy. So that means it's good at any range. It's got a great rate of fire. So it's going to put in work for you. Oh my god, rarity. But then you go like to the mid-AO, and it's like you're getting the same thing, really. I mean, you're getting the 596 rate of fire. You're getting the 27.5. You know what I mean? I mean, the only problem that I would see with the Rapier that I have compared to the mid-AO is that the Rapier uses high-speed bullets. So that means you can't carry as much. While the mid-AO carries assault rifle bullets, so you can carry 9,000 of the fuckers and just sit back and enjoy as you rape. I don't know how their base damages compare, to be honest with you. But regardless, that one's garbage. You don't want ammo acquired, you don't want trade value, you don't want bullet circle accuracy, you don't want damage when off guard. So that's a ridiculous amount of wasted slots right there as is. So it's just a complete piece of shit. I'm going to use it as a feeder. I'm not going to sell it because it's... Right, there's that sword that someone was asking about. One of the rank 7 swords. They wanted to know what they look like. I mean, that would be roughly what they look like. I mean, you can go get the one that actually looks like an actual sword somewhere. I don't know how good it is, but the chip stats are really finicky. A sword would be rough to build. I can see why people prefer the mid-AO, because as a base damage it looks like it's starting a little higher. I don't see physical attack or weapon attack on there, yet it is starting at 246. This one doesn't have physical attack, so they're basically both base damage. And the mid-AO is going to do a little bit more base damage. And the mid-AO has the advantage as far as using assault rifle bullets. You're getting the same rate of fire. You're getting the same range out of them. So, if you're looking to min-max, the mid-owl is going to be a better gun than the rapier. Rapier has a little bit better of a kick to it. It's just very little kick at all, but the mid-owl is going to hit hard. There's our other like I said, I might hold on to it because it's a feeder, but I need to be careful. I'm like sitting here selling shit that's feeders. These rocket launchers are fucking fantastic when you look at them. I mean, you got 3 different types of rocket launchers that drop off the top of my head. That go to 7, I should say. And a lot of these are just so beautiful. Like, you're going to take off ammo acquired, you're going to take off trade value, and damage near death, and metal gauge increase, and throw on what you want, and you're good to go. Because it's already got explosive attack and crit rate on it, I mean, it's just... they're so easy to level up. You don't even really mind wasting a slot on them because of the fact that you're mostly using them for their vortex. As long as you're getting that explosive attack and all that on there, you're happy. Dragon Bakers are trash. Semi-automatic snipers that just don't hit anywhere near hard enough to make up for the fact that they're trash and have garbage fire rate and all that other shit. That one's garbage. There's no way to fix that. No problem. Okay. That's my other lupus. This one I held on to. Don't remember why. I don't know if it was just as a feeder. I mean, you can only open up 1 slot on it, and it's got fucking ammo acquired, trade value, and explosive damage. So it's got 3 pieces of shit. And that is the monster right there. That Tiamat single shot monster. It's only at weapon rank 6. You take that up to weapon rank 7. It is basically the most powerful one-hit quitter in this fucking game. People love that Watchtower gun. The Watchtower gun has less rate of fire than this gun, less effective range, less ammo capacity, less damage at base. The only thing that silent sniper rifle beats the Tiamat out in is weight. The Tiamat weighs a ton at 1505, but when you are easily critting for max damage 99,999, which is the cap, you are not complaining. It's a fucking beast. There's the death one. That's that stupid silenced one. And it's just, I locked it to compare, and it's just not up to par with that. If you're comparing it to the best sniper in the game, you're kind of fucked. And the rest of this shit is feeders. Everything you're looking at is feeders. So you don't get rid of them, you just throw them in your bank, because you can access all the feeders in your bank while you're inside of the transform, whatever you want to call it. I could finish maxing out that assault rifle, but really it's just a toy. It's just something I leveled up for fun. It's alright. Just alright. wonder what would happen if I tried to transfer that. I don't think I can because I believe that, yeah, rapier's already. Alright, fuck it. I actually need to put a gadget set on this bitch. I keep forgetting to. Man, if I was smart, I'd just throw like fucking. You could throw any of these on just to kind of lower your aggro rate in a panic. Electromagnetic stun trap's kind of nice to have on, but I don't throw it a ton. It's more when I get frustrated that people aren't stunning. Alright, let's go with the parts that are garbage. So that way our guy is ready for farming. And then we're more than likely going to take a nap here soon. Unless I'm going to get distracted and go kill a boss or something. It's really easy to decide what you're going to deposit. What's equipped? There you go. You just decided what to deposit. You don't need to carry around any of that shit. I believe I am full on some of this shit, but we'll try to deposit anyways. Yeah. Alright. Hard shells, max, and premium cloth. So it's basically just garbage you have sitting around. You could sell those, I suppose. I don't know how much they really sell for, but we have so many on us, we're still getting 370k, 380k. And we have a full stack set in our bank, so we're not going to run out of it. Believe there's anything else I need to do right this second. Should have cleaned out our inventory. We're at 28, which is fantastic for farming. You want to keep it as low as humanly possible. Just bare bones builds. Just not even worried about really his balance. I'm not really worried about his allowance. It's up above 300 mil. It's not like I'm really leaderboard hunting. I'm just kind of throwing it in there. If I get worried about it, I'll do it. We still need to do all of our fucking treasure hunts, bounties, and all that trash for trophies at some point. It's not a bad thing to do. So I haven't figured out how to gift whatever the fuck you're supposed to gift to these guys. An outfit, I believe. I have no clue how to do that. I wouldn't think it's through like your player cards, but you should not be able to do any of that shit. If you ever play co-op and you run up against these, I always suggest playing open region because you want to see these Japan guys and kind of check out their builds. You know, see what they're running because they've been playing the game longer, and a lot of them are very, very anal about what they put on. This one wasn't all that amazing. There was another one down here that I actually had some conversations with right there. Had a pretty damn solid fucking build. That was a pure crit build, which I have one of those. It's a good build. I like running pure crit build as long as there's somebody debuffing the boss and throwing electro stunner. Hasn't really bothered to level up the weapon yet. It has garbage stats on it, but when I played with them, was doing fantastic damage because of the crit build and the fast fire gun. The mid owl, of course. But anyhow, on that rate, I think because we're set up for tomorrow's grind session, I gotta be up early to finish putting up this door to kind of soundproof it and make it a little better. I haven't done much affinity-wise with these guys. Azuna's about done. I mean, we just reset and just kind of blew through the main storyline. So the only one that's actually going to be maxed is my Arthas system. So, of course he's maxed. That's why I'm trying not to take him out. Anything else? I guess I could grab quests before I go because I'll always forget to do that. I'm going to queue up for a PvP real quick. Even though I have the bare bones build on. Fuck it. I don't think it's going to queue anyways. Never has before, really. Besides unranked. You always want to grab up these quests. I forget, of course, sometimes, but always grab them up. Because it's what triggers your interest in your bank and a few other things. So you always want to go ahead and grab them up. Let's see how bad Tweedledee's been farming for his money. See if he kept going more than that 36-hour stretch that he pulled, just grinding money and nothing else. It was hilarious. Yeah, a bunch of people are getting into the money grind now, it looks like. That's hilarious. Poor guys. My goodness. Alright. I'm not worried about that right now. I'd rather get good amount of the guns that I want ahead of time before the BOB tournament drops. Was that co-op? Should be PvP. Okay. Queue up for that, but I'm not brave enough to open up the regions in PvP ranked because you're gonna get destroyed. But if by some miracle it'll put you in a group, but if it's gonna do it now while I have the wrong build on. But that would be fine with me, just to see. Nah, it's not gonna do it. Like, I'm shit out of luck the moment I'm a host, because no matter who jumps in there, they're not gonna want to play against me, so they're not gonna risk it, and they leave. Because most of them have either seen my stream or seen my videos, or they're just afraid of the 150, you know, any of the above. If you've messaged me and said, you know, you got me to 150, I'm not playing you. And it's like, you might be on my team, just stick around, just let it go. But then alright. On that rate, I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break, take a nap before these people come to keep working on the door. Because it is already just a couple hours. Well, no, I'll actually get a good solid 6 to 8 hours finally. But I might not be able to sleep, and then I'd be back on in a half hour to an hour, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna try to sleep. Hit that follow button, hit that like button. Check out those videos. If you haven't already, those of you that are in the stream, make sure you're checking out the best grind video. SAO Fatal Bullet best grind. I mean, We need some likes and comments on that. YouTube's been acting weird and yanking my views all over the place, but we need to spread that around, get North America up there and in competition before BOB tournament drops. And honestly, that's a great way to get everybody their weapons, get them up to level, and get them situated before BOB tournament drops. I would really like that video to get circulated, because a lot of these fucking clickbait videos are just completely fucking useless, and people fall for it, and they're sitting there wasting so much time. And that's why we're so far behind the Japanese, because they don't clickbait each other. They go in there and they grind and they get shit done, and then we get destroyed and we look like fucking scrubs. But before I get into too big of a rant on that, like I said, check out those videos. Please hit a like on that grind video and comment on it. We need to get that circulating. Let everybody know in the comments that it's helping you, because we need to get them going up as well. Happy grind.